Hey everybody, Tom here from Thicket Farmstead. We are in our barn right now. This stall is our stall for Olga. This is our fainting goat in the background. She is about to kid. So she has had a kid about a year ago, and then she had one a few months before we were, I guess, her new owners. We've had her about 2 years or so. I am going to share some signs that your goat may be in labor. Some of these signs we are seeing in Olga, some of them we have not seen. So the important thing to keep in mind is that not every goat is going to show every sign. It's just like a human birth or any other animal. So they may show the same signs. They may not show any of these signs. The first easy sign to detect is that their udders will bag up. So basically their udders will fill with milk. I'll try to get a shot of that in a little bit. That can happen anywhere up until 6 weeks ahead of time. So that's not like a number one sign that this is happening. I think she bagged up about 3 weeks ago, and the bag is just getting larger and larger. Some people say that the bag will also get shiny. So I hear that's also a sign to look for. Another sign is that your goat has erratic, I guess, behavior. They may be standoffish. They may not be as friendly as they are, or it could be the opposite. They could be super, super friendly suddenly. We had some friends over here yesterday from the Sow the Land channel, and I was trying to put a collar on her, and I just couldn't do it. So she was acting a little bit different yesterday, and then I went to feed the goats a snack this morning, some baked butternut squash, and most of the time she's right in there eating. This is the first time I've ever seen her not eat. So she just kind of stood there about 15 feet away from the food. She didn't even attempt to eat any snacks we were giving them. So she's in the stall right now. A thing I noticed this morning, she actually looked a little bit smaller than she did last night. So basically what happened is that her baby has dropped. So she was carrying her baby up higher, and now she's dropped down. Her sides look a little sunken in, so that's another sign. If you see the sides of her are sunken in, so that is another sign that your goat may be about to go in labor. So she actually looks a little bit smaller than yesterday, which is interesting. Another sign is that their tail may go crooked like this. We have not seen that in her, but that is a sign that can happen. They can also be more vocal. They can look for a spot to be by themselves. If they're in a stall like this, they may seek a certain corner. They may also be very restless. They may stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. So basically, if they are acting strange or different, that could be a sign. A major sign for us last night is that we noticed discharge and mucus. It's usually white or yellowish. That again can happen a few hours, or I hear it can happen 5 or 6 days ahead of the actual birth. And then of course goats have contractions. It's hard for us to tell if she's having those right now or if she's just having, I guess heavy breasts because she's pregnant. This is only our second time having a kid on the farm, so we are by no way experts. We are learning like a lot of people out there are also learning. We are super excited to have more babies on the farm. Olga is about 3.5 years old. She is a fainting goat, which is a rare heritage breed. There's not a lot of fainting goats out there, so she is more or less a novelty goat, but they are used as meat goats. We have not shown any fainting videos of goats actually fainting, but if we have some kids soon, we'll probably have some fainting goat videos because it's kind of cute to see those little goats faint. And they actually faint more when they're babies. They are just learning to control their fainting a little bit. They're not actually fainting, their muscles tighten up and they fall over, just a genetic disorder basically. But the baby goats faint a lot more than the adults, because it's basically anytime you see, or if they see a new sight, a new animal, if they hear something different, if they meet new people. So as they get older, they learn to faint less and less, or to control their fainting. They may lean up against something, or they may not faint, they may just kind of walk awkward. But as babies, they're still learning about their fainting disorder basically, and lots of things surprise. So another major sign that your goat is in labor is that the ligaments at the base of her tail should be very loose and supple. They kind of almost fade away, they disappear. She is showing some other signs of labor, but her ligaments are still pretty strong and pretty hardened. It's basically at the base of the tail, it kind of makes a V, so the tail would be the middle part of a peace sign. And if you go down there, you can feel the ligaments, and they loosen up so that it's an easier birthing process. So even though she is showing some of the other signs, her ligaments are still pretty strong. So that is an indication to me that she may not be having the baby just yet. But there's so many signs that she is having the baby that sometimes it's just hard to know. The important thing too is the average goat pregnancy is 150 days, so about 5 months. But I guess again, they can have them anywhere from 145 to 155 days. That's still in the normal range. So even when you know exactly when your goat was bred, you don't know exactly when she's gonna have the baby. So we are hoping to have a baby. It may not be today, might not be tomorrow, maybe in a couple days, but it is happening soon, and we are excited to share the story of Olga. So thanks for checking out our video. Feel free to like, to subscribe. If you have any comments, feel free to leave comments. We enjoy having our channel. It's fun to share what we're learning, things we already know, our fun family adventures. And this is just another fun homestead adventure with Olga the goat. So we will see you soon.